Hi, I'm Margie Holmes, psychologist, author, and educator. Before I tell you what today's episode will be, I just want to tell you ahead of time that if you disagree with all my rings, don't worry, alam ko na yan kasi sinabi na sa akin yan ni RC Redmac at ni Lucille Ong. But tweet me if you hate it and then I'll stop using so many of them. Okay? At any rate, today's questions will be on online dating. And I hope I can answer all of them, or most of them, at least. I sent out the question, have you fallen in love online? Here's what some of you said. Ruth Presbitero says, yes, I have, and we're married now. We dated online for 3 months, met each other, and got married after 7 months. At Lady Haley says, I did for a year. My boyfriend and I met this February. He went here to the Philippines to introduce himself to my family. It does work, but only with lots of effort and communication from both sides. There must be no room for doubt. It's the same story with at I Am Sammy's mom. She married someone else she met online. First of all, to all three of you, congratulations and way to go, right? It is so nice to see that even online, true love can happen. At Tiffany Hope says, it has happened to me, though I eventually realized that it would not be feasible since it is virtual and not tested in reality. That's a very, very good decision at Tiffany Hope's, because if you will notice from all the others, before they super committed, they got to know each other first. You know, in real life, in real time, with real flesh and blood, right? Because at Tiffany Hopes, it is good to be cautious. Because especially on online dating or chatting, etc., you have much fewer cues than when you actually meet each other face to face. And while, texting has even less cues, still, what's this online chatting is not the same as face to face. And that is why at Tiffany Hopes has given the right suggestion. Unless you meet face to face, be cautious. Okay? So let's start with your question. A Twitter question from at Lucas by Design. Is it possible to fall in love with someone you have not met? First of all, falling in love or romance is based on fantasy, right? So, yes, it is possible to think you are in love, to feel you are romantically involved. Oh, yes, you are romantically involved, yes. But just be careful because, in terms of real love working out, it needs more than this feeling of romance, right? Because especially if everything is uncertain, romance ratchets up. Okay? So, but if you talk about love and not just falling in love, well, based on our earlier testimonies, we can see that it works for some. Remember that love works in mysterious ways, mysterious and sometimes absolutely lovely ways, offline and even online. Okay? Anonymous sends us this email. I fell in love with this guy I met on Twitter. Then, all of a sudden, after 3 months of dating online, he just stopped talking to me. He told me to wait, but he just fed me promises and never came back. We don't talk to each other that much anymore, but he told me he's coming to see me next month. Should I believe him, Dr. Margie? Not that I'm saying no, joke only, no? He says he loves me, but he finds a long-distance relationship mahirap. I'm toying with the idea of meeting him, but my family disapproves of him because they saw how hurt I was when he disappeared like that. First question ko, how much can it be love if he's not even willing to try something mahirap? I mean, obviously, he's not willing to try eh. Kasi parang he's already setting you up to realize and admit na mahirap nga. So even if he comes to see you, no promises, right? And so, if you see him, just do it because it's fun. Just do it because you're curious. Is he really as guapo as he looks like, right? Just do it because maybe you're hoping there will be something about him so that you won't fall in love with him anymore. Oo nga, guapo siya, pero he should use a deodorant or something. But I think don't trust this guy because he himself admits that kung masyadong mahirap, hindi ako willing. no? Okay lang yan kung nagpa-flirt-flirt lang kayo. But if you are supposed to have a serious relationship, ganun nga eh, this is what distinguishes someone you love or care for from someone you don't care for. No, you're only there for the good times, but with someone you love, you're there kahit na mahirap. Okay? Oh, at Tulumi asks, does online dating have the tendency to produce shallow relationships compared to traditional dating? Kung yung mga ka-date mo, yung mga tao, no, I like the person above na ayaw niyang gawin kung mahirap. Yes, superficial yung relasyon. And don't go into it unless you are also willing to have a superficial relationship. And alam mo rin, you're not lying and saying, oh, I love you so much. When pang ano lang, pang enjoy lang. Which is okay as long as you both feel that same way. Walang lying, walang gabitan. No? But you know, online dating can be as serious as traditional relationships. One of the most important things, of course, is take it further than merely online dating. Okay? Then, a tweet from @Bardo. My boyfriend and I didn't meet online, but we got to know each other online because he lived abroad. Does that count? Yes, I certainly think it counts because hindi ba online dating naman isn't just talking to each other or dating ganyan until you meet each other. In fact, in a way, it's nicer, Bardo, eh. Kasi nag-meet na kayo, alam naman ninyo na masaya kayo with each other. You know, it's fun, it's sexy, etc. It's exciting, exhilarating. So, you can still date online kahit na you're far away. I mean, which is what it is. Kahit na you know each other. And sometimes when we talk about dating, hindi ba, it's because you have a set time, a set place, to meet. So kahit na set place is in front of your computer, okay lang rin yun. That's what makes a date a date. And I think that's really exciting. Plus, I also think if your online ka-date is late, let that be already a cue that, either he doesn't care enough for your date or lagi siyang late. I guess it depends. Kung lagi ka rin late, okay lang yon. Ako, nako, matotoretet talaga sa confusion. Okay? So, before we end the show, let me read out some of the tips and rules on online dating sent in by Ask Margie followers. Leon Victor Uy says, profile pictures sometimes lie. Lower your expectations. Whatever he or she says, do not think you are the only one because a lot of times you aren't. Okay? Eh kasi madali naman mag-online date eh. So, just take for granted that maybe he has others that he's also dating or chatting with online. Okay? Kong Corrales says her turnoffs in online dating are pretty much the same with real dating. Just add cyber in the beginning of the verb, like cyber nagging. I think this is wonderful, Kong, and thank you so much for sharing it with us. Meron akong bagong natutunan. Okay? Edna Aquino says, take note of hints dropped by the person about himself and do your side research. Don't commit right away. Ask for a video chat so you can have more cues, di ba? Edna, ask questions and read his body language when he answers. Correct ka dyan, Edna, because again, as we say, cues other than what he writes online are very good. Then we have Kix de la Tonga who says, let someone know kung sino ang kadate mo at saan kayo pupunta. Bigyan mo din contact number ng kadate mo. Mahirap na. And syempre, always bring the safety kit. Condoms, lube, tear gas, etc. So, I didn't know this, how innocent your Dr. Holmes is. I didn't know that tear gas is probably important. Now, I don't know, Kix, kung binobola mo lang ako. So, alam mo na matanda na talaga ako. But condoms and lube, wonderful, Kix, that you can be so optimistic and hopefully your optimism is well-founded. And as for tear gas or something to protect you, wonderful and Kicks. Kasi parang ano ka, the typical or quintessential Boy Scout. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, di ba? Okay, then Anonymous writes, I believe in meeting in real life, even if you have, in quotes, fallen in love online. There's really no way to tell. Even offline relationships, which is relationships in real time, in real life, well, sometimes they make you question your feelings. What more if it is something based on something non-empirical. Also, I recommend guarding your heart online or offline. That is a wonderful suggestion. Thank you for your tips, all of you. Now, next week, we'll talk about unrequited love. Send me your questions on Facebook, tweet using the hashtag AskMargie, or send an email to askmargie@rappler.com. See you next week.